All right, let it rip, Lance.
All right, number one, Edmonton Oilers. McDavid, Draisaitl. That's it. They're gonna will him up there.
End of conversation.
Stu Skinner is gonna uh, grow a mustache large enough to cover any holes in his goaltending, and they're gonna dominate that division. Number two, the Vegas Golden Knights. Speaking of goaltending, they have a better idea what they want their goaltending to be, so I think they're going to be higher than they were last year. Because didn't they go in as a third last year?
Who, Vegas?
Yeah.
They were the number one team in the Pacific, my guy.
Oh, neat. Well, in that case, I think they're going down.
They had 111 points. They were the top team in the West.
I thought they were lower than that.
No, the third team in the Pacific was LA last year.
That's right, and that's why them and Edmonton faced off.
Yeah.
So third in my Pacific for this year is actually going to be Seattle. Because I think they're going to keep riding some of the momentum they had from last year and just keep getting better. One of the quote-unquote late bloomers, relatively, of the expansion franchises. Number four, Calgary. I think they're going to get it figured out. Markstrom's not going to make as many stupid mistakes in goal. And they'll be able to get back up to four, take the wild card one spot. Number five, the Kings. I think a lot of my issue just has to do with their goaltending because it's Phoenix Copley and somebody else. I think that's going to cause them more problems than they can outscore. So I'm putting them at 5 with the wild card 2. Number 6, San Jose. Number 7, Vancouver. And number 8, Anaheim. I think those 3 I'll go without saying. And you guys might agree that 6 through 8 can be any combination of those 3. There's not really I don't see a definitive loser in that division, but after 6, I think this is going to be one similar to the Met where it's going to be stacked 1 through 5, stacked dish 1 through 5, and then 6 through 8.
I think mine's going to be pretty similar. I'm going to say my number 1, just because I like their team game better. I'm going to say Vegas repeats as the in-season divisional winner. I just think that it's just going to be you can't doubt the defending Stanley Cup champ. They didn't lose anyone really besides Riley, to you guys. They kept their goaltending intact.
One of them, was it Thompson went off to Winnipeg? Or is that Brossoit?
Brossoit. And he was like a goalie they didn't really get to use that much. The main goalies that they used in the playoffs are still there.
Yeah.
I like the team game that Vegas has already. They have the momentum. They're still in it in my mind. I like them better in the regular season. Now, Edmonton absolutely still can win it. I just like Vegas's depth and team game better. Number 2, I'm going to say Edmonton. They're interchangeable for me at 1 and 2. I just have Vegas edging them out. Number 3, I'm going to say Seattle as well. I think Seattle takes another step forward. I think LA is going to finish around the same spot as they did last year, but Seattle's just going to edge them out for the last Pacific spot. Number 4, I'm going to say, is LA. They might take a little bit of step back in terms of points just because Seattle is eating it up from them. Number 5, I'm going to see is going to be a more competitive Calgary Flames team. Mm-hmm. I think that Calgary is going to do a lot better than they did this year. They had a lot of overturn last year. They had a lot of player overturn last year, and they had a lot of management overturn this year. And for whatever reason, whenever you get a new coach, there's like the golden age of like the first couple months where everyone gets along and everything works out great and everyone is overperforming. And then they come to reality. Let's see what Calgary's reality is going to be. I think that they're going to play a lot better than they did last year. They massively underperformed. Jacob Markstrom is in my mind, sole reason the Flames did not make the playoffs last year. He is a complete disappointment last year. And if he does anything semblance of an NHL regular starter, he's okay.
But anyway. That's my point. If he does better, they're a playoff team.
Yeah, if Markstrom does better, they're a playoff team, even with some of the abysmal offensive performances they got last year. Number 6, I'm going to say is Vancouver. I don't think they're bottom of the division. They're definitely not Anaheim or San Jose. San Jose is only going to take a giant step back. They are not going to be fun hockey to watch if you're a Sharks fan. It's not going to be fun in San Jose. Your only redeeming quality for your team was 100-point scoring Eric Carlson, and guess where he's at now? Across the entire continental United States. Congratulations. You have earned a ticket to the top 5 NHL draft picks of the 2024 season. Hope
You've
you get
earned a
number
ticket
1.
to pain.
Yep. And at number 8, I'm going to say Anaheim. Honestly, I'm going to switch that on the spot. Same reasons that I just said. San Jose, number 8. Number 7, I think that Anaheim takes a slight step forward, but they're still developing, and I want to see a little bit more out of their developing prospects. I want to see Zegras have a 75-point season.
All right. I like that list. I'm gonna get a little bit of heat for my list. I can tell you that right now.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm going Edmonton top. That's really not that divisive. I don't think. I like.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. If they get anything sub or post 800 goaltending, they're fine. Seattle is my second team. I do like Seattle again. I think they're high scoring enough where it doesn't really matter in a division that doesn't play defense. Vegas is third. Could easily flip flop those, but yeah, Vegas third. Just think that we have to see what Aiden Hill really is and what Logan Thompson really is over a full season. I have Calgary fourth. I like Calgary. Like Adam said, they're going to get that new team bump. Craig Conroy's got his magic working. I literally don't even know the coach's name, but I think it'll be interesting. What's it?
Isn't it still Daryl Sutter?
No, he's
no,
gone.
Oh.
some guy. It's
Okay.
Ryan Huska. It's Ryan Huska. I just thought
Yeah,
Huska. It just came to me in a dream. Yeah, Ryan Huska. So I think they'll get a little bump there. I have Anaheim next. Now, based on my previous rankings, just listen. Based on my previous rankings for the other division, they're not a wild card because my wild cards are in the other division. But
did I miss like 3 or 4 teams?
No, I have Anaheim number 5. I think they're going to take a step. I think John Gibson, and he's going to play a lot better than he did because he's going to be motivated. I think you're going to see the emergence of some young defensive talent. Maybe Pavel Mintyukov, maybe Jamie Draisaitl takes a big step, and maybe Owen Zellweger. I like what Anaheim's got cooking. They're not a playoff team yet, but they're going to have some motivated stars, kind of new coach, and from what I understand, their new coach is kind of like a motivator by trade. I like what he brings. So I got Anaheim. I'm not backing down. I'm taking Anaheim 5. My 6th spot, I've got LA. I am one of the few people on this earth who do not believe in LA. I don't like their system. I don't think they're built for the playoffs. I think they're, quite honestly, a flash in the pan. I don't believe in their goaltending. I don't think it's all that good. They're aging, and yet they're trying to kind of use a new build at the same time. I don't buy it. I've got Vancouver 7th. I could easily see them taking that 6th spot as well. It doesn't really matter. They're not a playoff team yet to me unless something crazy happens, which I could see them sneaking in if some things go right. But really, it's just kind of like they're in the mushy middle. What are you? We'll find out. I've got San Jose dead last. I saw their D pairs the other day, and my God, that team is going to be bad. Like, we're not even talking.
It's going to be glorified AHL hockey.
It's not even bottom 5. It's the bottom. Like, you'd have to. It's gonna, like, you guys know that meme from SpongeBob. You're of a certain age, right? Where it's Squidward and SpongeBob with anchors on their back. Like, who's gonna finish like last? Like,
oh yeah. And there he goes.
I love that he froze on this as he's explaining a meme to